Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be fighting a 2,000-point 8th edition battle report between my Deathwing and Ray's Sisters of Battle. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Sisters of Battle were sent to a planet to take care of a heretical uprising that was occurring on the planet. And Celestine herself led the charge in quashing that rebellion, and they managed to go in and take them out and had the situation under control when suddenly a Dark Angel's battle barge appeared in orbit above the planet, and all Vox hails were not either didn't go through or weren't being responded to. There was no response from the Dark Angels, and they started to deploy a bunch of Deathwing down onto the planet. So Celestine led a force of sisters out to go investigate the situation and demanded some answers as to why the Dark Angels were here on this planet. When no response came, she confronted them, and that's when bolts started to fly. So that's the story that we've got going on here. We are going to be playing Big Guns Never Tire. And all of the objectives that we have out here are going to be pieces of information that the Dark Angels are trying to gather on this planet, and information that the Sisters of Battle are trying to gather to find out why the Dark Angels are here on this planet. So that's what we've got going on here. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies they'll be fighting it out today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a Vanguard detachment. Leading off the detachment, we have Belial. We have a 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad with an assault cannon and a chain fist. We have a second 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad with a heavy flamer and a chain fist. We have a third 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad with an assault cannon and a chain fist. We have a fourth 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad with a plasma cannon. We have a 5-man Deathwing Knights squad. We have a Land Raider Redeemer, and last but not least, we have a Land Raider Crusader. So for the Sisters of Battle, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off the detachment, we have a Canoness with an Eviscerator. We have a 9-person Sisters of Battle squad. We have a Heavy Flamer, a Meltagun, and the Sister Superior has a Combi Melta and a Power Maul. We have another 9-person Battle Sister squad with a Heavy Flamer, a Meltagun, and a Sister Superior with a Combi Melta and a Power Maul, and a Rhino as a dedicated transport. We have a 7-person Battle Sister squad with a Sister Superior with a Power Sword and a Multi-Melta and a Flamer, and a Rhino as a dedicated transport. We have 2 Imagifiers. We have a Sister Hospitaller. Then we have a Ministorum Priest with a Chainsword and a Las Pistol. We have a 5-person Dominion squad with 4 Meltaguns. This Dominion Superior has a Chainsword and Plasma Pistol, and they have a Immolator as a dedicated transport with twin Multi-Melta. We have another 5-person Dominion squad with 4 Meltaguns, and a Dominion Superior with a Chainsword and Plasma Pistol, and an Immolator as a dedicated transport with a twin Multi-Melta. We have a 7-person Seraphim squad with 4 Seraphim with bolt pistols. Seraphim Superior has a Plasma Pistol and a Power Sword, and there are 2 Seraphim with 2 Hand Flamers each. We have 2 Exorcists, and last but not least, we have Celestine herself with her 2 Gemini Superior. So those are the 2 armies that are going to be fighting out today. Going over deployment here for the Deathwing first. We've got my Land Raider Redeemer over here. Inside there is the 5-man Deathwing Knight squad along with Belial. I have my Land Raider Crusader with a 5-man Terminator squad inside with the Heavy Flamer and Chain Fist. And then these 3 squads are in Deep Strike Reserve. Going over deployment for the Sisters of Battle, we have a Battle Sister squad over there with one of the Imagifier. Yeah, we're going to say Imagifier. Then we have the Dominion squad here inside of the Immolator. We've got the Seraphim right there, along with Celestine right behind them with the Sisters, the Gemini Superior. We have another Immolator squad there, or a Dominion squad there with the Immolator. We have the Exorcist there we have another Sisters of Battle Sister squad, along with the Canoness, the Hospitaller, the Ministorm Priest. We have another Sisters of Battle squad with the other Image of Fire there, and we have the other Exorcist back there. So that is the deployment that we have going on right now. As of right now, the Deathwing will be going first, unless he can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. No, it does not go off. So it will be. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwing here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Deathwing here on turn 1. This guy moved up here. They dropped in at the end of the movement phase. He advanced up to there. And these guys dropped in, and these guys dropped in. So that is it for movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Start off the shooting phase with him shooting the assault cannon, twin assault cannon, into his immolator. So we've got 12 shots coming in here, hitting on 4 since he moved. All right, that one's cocked. All right. It's a couple 3s. That would have been nice. All right, strength 6, toughness 7, so looking for 5s to wound. We got 2 wounds. 2 AP -1, so 2 4-ups. Makes 1 of them. And now the Hurricane Bolters are going to fire into there. So we've got 2 Hurricane Bolters, strength 4s, so they're going to be hitting on 3s.
Why did the other one hit on 4s?
Because it was a heavy. Ooh, they had Power of the Machine Spirit. I would have been hitting on 3s. I messed that up. That is my mistake. We will fix that next time they shoot. But these are now going to be strength 4, toughness 7, looking for 5s to wound. And we've got 2 more wounds, 2 3-ups. 3 more. Oh yes, there's a 5. Thank you very much, my opponent being a good sportsman there. So 3 more wounds, looking for 3-ups, and failed 1 of them. Now these guys are going to fire into the immolator. So we've got the assault cannon first, hitting on 4s because he moved. All right, he does not have Power of the Machine Spirit. Strength 6, looking for a 5 to wound. No wound there. And now this squad's going to fire into with the rest of the Storm Bolters. So they are rapid fire 2. They are within 12 inches. So here comes the 4 Storm Bolters. We got 16 shots hitting on 3s. Alrighty. That was pretty good. All right, these will be wounding on 5s. It's cocked. Alrighty. All right, so we've got 3 6 wounds, 6 3-ups. All right, so that is 2 failed. All right. All right, these guys are going to fire into him there. We're going to start with the plasma cannon. He is going to supercharge. So D3 shots. Got 1 shot. Hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Strength 8, so wounding on a 3. That's a wound, and that's AP -3, so 6-up save. No, so that is 2 wounds. And now the Storm Bolters are going to fire into her. So we've got 16 shots. Hitting on 3s. All right. These are going to be wounding on 5s. Let's see, we've got 4, not quite as good as the other one, so 4 wounds, 4 3-ups. Fails 2 of them. And now this squad's going to fire into her. We got the assault cannon first, hitting on 4s because it moved. Alrighty. Strength 6, wounding on 5s. We got no wounds. And then all them Storm Bolters hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Pretty good. Wounding on 5s.
Again, that did not work.
4 again, exactly. So looking for 3s, and makes all of them. All right, that's it for shooting. Onto the assault phase. They are going to assault into his immolator there. So immolator Overwatch, looking for 6s. Ooh, got 1. Strength 8, looking for 2 to wound. That's a wound. AP -4, so about a 5-up invul save. No, fails that. So D6 wounds, right? So that's 4 wounds. So 1 is just dead. And now they need a 9-inch charge to get in there. Can they make it? Oh, I am, shoot. I'm going to leave that one. And now these guys are going to charge into her over there. So Overwatch, hitting on 6s. No, no hits there. Looking for a 9-inch charge. Oh, 6. Burp. And now this squad's going to charge into there. So looking for 6s. Oh, no, got a hit. Wounded on 2. Oh, no, that's a wound. 5 up, invul save. No. Did. And now they need a 9-inch charge to get in. Nope, and I am not going to go hope for that 6. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah, that was rough. So that is the end of the Dark Angel turn here. Nobody needs to take morale tests because they lost 1, and they are actually they're Deathwing, so they automatically pass the morale test. So that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Sisters of Battle. Movement phase for the Sisters of Battle. Celestine used an act of faith and then moved again during the movement phase. These girls disembarked here and moved up, and they advanced, but they only advanced 1 inch, so womp womp. This moved up a bit over this way. These girls also used the act of faith and then moved again during the movement phase. Did this one move, or did it stay still? It did move a bit there. These girls disembarked over here looking on him. These guys disembarked from over there, over there, moved up here. Oh, from this one, and then this one moved up here. These girls disembarked from there and then moved up there. That one I think stood still, but this one over here moved over there a bit. So that's it for movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, these girls here are going to fire into my land raider over here. So we've got 4 melty guns, and yeah, looking for 4s to hit because they moved. We got 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. No wound. The twin multi-melta is going to fire into my land raider over here. So 2 shots. Hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. Do you want to reroll that with the command dice? It's a 1. No. Yeah. Yep, he's going to use the command dice to reroll that 1. So looking for a 4. Gets it. So that's 2 hits. Strength 8. Toughness 8. So they're looking for 4s to wound. Got 1 wound. AP -4. So they've got a that is a 6-up save. Looking for a fill first. No, did not get through. So D6 wounds. Oh, 2D6 because they're within range there. Take the highest. So 3 wounds. Okay. All right, these girls are going to fire into them with the melty guns. So looking for 3s because they did not advance. So all right, so we got 2 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 4s. I got 1 wound. Looking for a 6-up save. No fill phase. So 2d6 because they're in melter range. All right, so 4 wounds. Now the twin multi-melta there is going to fire. 2 shots hitting on 4s. That one's cocked. Yeah. All right, it's got 1 hit. Strength 8, wounded on a 4. No wound there. This squad here is going to fire into the Land Raider. So we're going to go with the multi-melta first, hitting on a 4. No hit there. All right, now we're going to have the Flamer. So D6 hits. That is, 4 hits. Wounding on 6s. Hey, we got 2 wounds. 2-up saves. And a make 'em. Woo! And now here come the bolters, the bolt shots that are going here, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, so that's not bad. You got another miss right there. The rest are all hits. So these are now strength 4, looking for 6s to wound. No wounds there. Now this squad here is going to fire into them. So we've got the heavy flamer first. So D6 shots, D6 hits, 3 hits, strength 5, toughness 4. So looking for 3s to wound. We've got 2 wounds, AP -1, so 2 3-up saves, and I make them both. Woo! Now we're gonna have 2 melty guns. One's the combat melter, but they're both hitting on 3, so that's 2 hits. Strength 8, wounded on 2s. That's 2 wounds. AP -4, so 5-up invul saves. Make 1. So we've got D6, so 1 wound. And now the bolter shots are going to go fire into them. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. 12 shots hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to that. And looking for 4s to wound. So we've got 2 wounds. Two 2-up saves. And they're both good. Barely, but both good. All right, this squad's going to fire into them. So we're going to start with the hand flamers. So these are 4d3. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 hits. Strength 3, looking for 5s to wound. We got 2 wounds. Oh, that one's cocked. Yep. All right, so 2 wounds. 2-up saves. Oh, I failed 1. Now the plasma pistol is going to fire into here. Are you going to supercharge it?
No.
No, yeah, because you got the 1 wound. Okay, so here we go. Hitting on 3. That's a hit. Strength 7, wounding on a 3. Whoop. That's a wound. AP -3, so looking for a 5-up invul save. Hey, with a fill face. Woo! And now we have 8 bolt pistol shots coming in here. Hitting on 3s. All right. Ooh, pretty good. Just the 1 fail. All right. Strength 4, looking for 4s to wound.
4s. Vengeance. No.
Oh, no. Got 2 wounds. Looking for 2-up saves. And I make them both. And now the Exorcist is going to fire into my Land Raider. So D6 shots. Got 4 shots. Hitting on 3s because he didn't move. All right. So we've got 1 hit. That's rough. Strength 8, so looking for a 4 to wound. That's a wound.
-4.
AP -4, so looking for a 6-up save. Show me that fill first. No, it goes through. D3 wounds. And it takes 3 wounds. All right. This Exorcist is going to fire into these guys. So D6 shots, 5 shots. That'll be nice. Hitting on 4s because he moved. So we got 1 hit. Strength 8, wounded on a 2. That's a wound. Still counts. So that's strength AP -4, so 5-up invul save. No, I failed that. So three wounds, but this guy with 1 left, so he's dead. Now Celestine's gonna fire her heavy flamer into them. So that is 5 hits. Strength 5, wounding on 3s. All right, so we got 2 wounds, AP -1. So 2 3-up saves. And they're both good. And now 2 bolt pistols from the Seraphim. Hitting on 3s, both hits. Strength 4, wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds. 2 2-ups. Hey, I failed both of them. Womp womp. All right, he's going to fire his Stormbolter into there. Hitting on 3s. That's nice. Okay, we got 4 hits. Hitting on, wounding on 4s. So we got 1 wound. 1 2-up save. Ooh, and failed. And Stormbolter from there into these guys over here. Hitting on 3s. All right, so we got 2 hits. Strength 4, wounding on 4s. Got 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. 2 2-ups, I'm sorry. And they're good. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase. We're starting out the assault phase. The Immolator is going to charge into my Terminators here. So I'm going to fire Overwatch. I've got the, we're going to go with the Assault Cannon first, looking for 6s. Nope, nothing there. And then we've got 2 guys with Stormbolters there. Looking for 6s. Nope, nothing there either. All right, so your charge distance is 6 inches. That will be in. And now, Celestine and her squad are going to go in. Oh, look, they're in. All right, this squad here is going to charge into my Land Raider Redeemer there. So we're going to go with the Flamestorm Cannons first. So 2d6 between them. All right, so 2 hits. Strength 6. Looking for 2s to wound. All right, so that's 2 wounds. AP -2, so 2 5-up saves. Makes 1 of them, so 1 of them is dead. And now the Assault Cannon is going to fire in there, looking for 6s. That one's cocked. All right, so we got 2 hits. Strength 6, looking for 2s to wound. All right, so that's 2 wounds. AP -1, so looking for 4-ups. Makes 1 of them, so another one is dead. And now here comes their charge distance. And they are way in. Now the Canoness is going to charge. And she is in. Ministorum Priest is going to charge. 5 inches, we'll see what that is. This Rhino is now going to charge into these guys. So we're going to go with the Plasma Cannon first. I am not going to supercharge this. So D3 shots. All right, 3 shots. Hitting on 6s. Nope, not a single fill face. And then we've got 2 Stormbolters in there. So we're looking for 6s for these. We got 4 6s here. All right, strength 4, looking for 5s to wound. 5s to wound, right? Strength 4 isn't, that was the rhino's charging. Yeah. So we've got 1 wound, 3 up save. No, takes a wound, and then your charge distance. 7 inches should be in. And now the Seraphim are going to charge in over here. And they are in. So they are going to charge into them. Here comes my Overwatch with the assault cannon first. Getting 1 hit. Strength 6, looking for a 5 to wound. No wound there. So then I've got 3 guys left there with storm bolters. So these are going to be hitting on 6s. Okay, no 6s there. So charge distance. 3 inches will not be in. All right. All right, so we're going to start here with the fight phase. We're going to start with Celestine herself. So he took the Warlord trait that gives her +1 attack. So she's going to have 7 attacks here, hitting on 2s. All right.
2 misses.
2 misses. It seems not. When Ray and I play, we don't really consider statistics because they don't really work. So this becomes strength 7. So these are going to be wounding on 3s. All right. So we've got 3 wounds. AP -3, right? -3. So they're still going to be 5 up invul saves. So looking for 5 ups. And I make 2 of them. All right. So it's, what is it? Damage 2. So 1 of them is just dead. And now her bodyguards are going to attack in.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. All right. So we got 3 hits. Strength 3. So wounding on 5s. We got one wound.
Power sword, so -3.
AP -3. So 5 up invul save. Hey, they're good. Woo! And now his immolator is going to go. So looking for 6s. No hits there. So now the Canoness is going to attack into my Land Raider here. Hitting on 3s. All right, so we got 3 hits.
Strength is 6.
Strength is 6 because it's strength times 2. So looking for 5s to wound.
5s.
No wounds. So now the Sisters of Battle Squad is going to go. So we're going to have the Power Sword hitting on 4s.
She gets an extra attack because of that guy.
Okay, so that is 2 hits.
6s.
Looking for 6s to wound.
Come on.
No wounds there. And now the regular sisters are going to attack. They've got 8 attacks. This is all because the Ministorum Priest is there. It gives +1 attack here. So 8 attacks. Looking for 4s. All right, so we've got 3 hits. Wow, that's rough there, Ray. Looking for 6s.
There's going to be a 6.
No 6s. And here comes the Ministorum Priest with 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Yep, hitting on 4s, so that's 2 hits. Looking for 6s. Hey, we got a 6. 2 up save with the chain because of the chain sword. Yeah, he's good. All right, now the Seraphim are going to attack into my Terminators over here. Actually, all right, this is going to be onto the other one with the Seraphim Superior. So 2 attacks, hitting on that one's cocked there, hitting on 3s or 4s. She's hitting on 3s, so that's 2 hits. All right, we're just double checking to make sure. Yep, hitting on 3s, so that's 2 hits, strength 3s, so looking for 5s to wound. No wounds there. And now we have 6 attacks from the regular girls there, hitting on 3s or 4s? Hitting on 3s. So we've got 2 hits, wounding on 5s, no wounds there. And now the Rhino is going to attack in here. So 3 attacks, hitting on 6s. Hey, we got 1 hit, strength 6, so wounding on 3. That's a wound. 2 up save. Oh, barely, but he got it. All right, so now we're going to start over here. This squad's going to activate. We're going to go with my Sergeant first there. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s into Celestine squad there. All right, so that's 3 hits. Strength 4, toughness 3, looking for 3s to wound. All right, that is 3 wounds. AP -3 because it's a power sword there. So 2 4-up saves because they've got the invul saves. So we're going to do 2 at a time on them.
2 die.
All right, so they die.
What's the amount of damage?
The damage is 1. Yeah.
So 1 dies.
All right, 1 dies, and then we got 1 more on the other one. 4 up, and she's good. And then he's gonna attack into the immolator. So we got 2 attacks, hitting on 4s because he's using the power fist. Okay, 1 hit. It's gonna be strength 8, so looking for 3 to wound. Yep. And now my Land Raider is going to attack into his Sisters of Battle squad there. So I've got 6 attacks, hitting on 6s, shoving at fill faces. Hey, we got 2 fill faces. Strength, hold on, let me look, I didn't even look. Strength 8, so wounding on 2s. Hey, that's 2 fill faces, that's gotta mean something, right? 2 3-ups, right? There's no AP on that. Yeah, it's just regular. And they're good, so they got hit in the side with the Land Raider and then just took it. All right, so now they're going to attack into there. We're going to start with the Sergeant, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 3s. All right, we got 1 wound, AP -3, so 6 up, but it's he's going to go with the invul save, so that it becomes rerollable. Rerollable. Nope. So that is 1 dead. And now here come the Power Fist. We got 2 attacks each from them, hitting on 4s. All right, so that is 2 hits, wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds, 2 6-up saves, re-rollable because of their thing, and 1 makes a save, so 1 is just splatted. All right, so that is it for the Sister of Battle turn here on turn 1. We will come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. They disembarked over here, then he moved over to there. These guys disembarked here, and then he moved back to there, fell back to there. They stood still because they're locked in combat, and then they moved over towards them. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into the Dominion squad over there. So we're going to go with the Heavy Flamer first. D6 hits. 5 hits. That's pretty good. So strength 5, looking for 3s to wound. Wow, okay, that is a lot of fill faces. So that is 5 wounds, AP -1, so looking for 4 ups. Okay, made 2 of them. Okay. And here come the Storm Bolters into them. Oh, get back here. Hitting on 3s. Whoop. Wow, that is, wow. Okay, yeah, I will certainly take that. These are now, I don't even know, seriously. These are now wounding on 3s. Okay, so we've got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Wow, 11? Seriously?
11.
Wow, I missed 5. 11 3-up saves. No, they are, ooh, just. Oh, wow. Okay, and they are dead. And that is, yeah, that is first blood. Whoa. And now he is going to fire into the rhino over there. So we're going to go with the twin assault cannon first. So this is going to be looking for 3s because I remembered Power of the Machine Spirit here. Alrighty then. Doesn't help if I roll a whole bunch of 1s and 2s. Strength 6, looking for 5s to wound. We got 2 wounds there. So 2 4-up saves because AP -1. So made 1, yeah, failed 1 of them. And now the Hurricane Bolters are going to fire into them.
They already shot at these guys.
No, the Hurricane Bolters did. The Storm Bolters did, yeah. So here come the Hurricane Bolters. So we've got 12 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Boop. All right. These are going to be wounding on 5s. Okay, not a single one. All right, Belial is going to fire his Stormbolter into them. So 4 shots, hitting on 2s. All right, re-rolling failed to hits because of him being Belial. All right, so that's 4 hits. Strength 4, toughness 3, looking for 3s to wound. All right, so we've got 3 wounds. 3 3-ups. Oh, wow. And now these guys are going to fire into his Exorcist. So we've got 6 shots from the assault cannon hitting on 4s because they moved. Alrighty. Strength 6, looking for 5s to wound. No wounds. And now the storm bolters are gonna fire into there. So hitting on threes. Not firing Overwatch.
If you want.
Yeah, if you want. Ray was being real nice and letting me hit on sixes if I wanted to. Wounding on fives. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So technically everything can wound everything, unless you're me and you roll like that. All right, that's it for shooting onto the assault phase. They're going to assault into Celestine and her girl there. So their charge distance is totally in. Now my Deathwing Knights here are going to charge into this squad, and the two characters there. So we're going to go with, what are we going first? Flamer here. 6 hits. So that's regular Flamer, so 6 shots, wounding on 4s. All right, so we got 2 wounds, 2 2-up saves, and I make them both. Woo! Now comes the multi-melta hitting in here on a 6. No. And then you want to do the 2 melta, may as well, from that squad. And then we'll come back to all the bolters that need.
You're hitting them too.
Yeah, I'm charging into them too. So 2 meltas, no, nothing there. And we'll come back to you with the bolter shots. And here come the bolter shots here, hitting on 6s. No, nothing there. Now comes the bolt pistol from the Canoness. Nope. And then the last pistol from the other guy. No, nothing there. And here come the assault distance from these guys into them. 8 inches. Okay. And now Belial is going to charge into the Canoness, the Ministorum Priest, and the sisters over there. So his charge distance is in. And now they're going to charge into his immolator there. 6 shots. Oh boy. All right, so 6 shots hitting on 6s. I got 1 hit. Strength 8, so wounding on a 2. That's a wound. AP minus 4, so we get a 5-up invul save. Hey, with a fill phase, I'll take it. And then their charge distance, 5 inches, which will be good enough. All right, so we're gonna start out with this squad into Celestine and her girl there. So we're gonna start with my sergeant first. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, 3 hits, strength 4, toughness 3, so wounding on 3s. Okay, we got 1 wound. AP minus 3, so 4-up invul save. She's good. And now come the rest of them over here. So we've got 2 attacks each from them with Power Fist, hitting on 4s. Oh. All right, actually exactly statistical. Wounding on 2s. All right, so that is 4 wounds. We're gonna have to do this 1 at a time. So onto her, 4-up invul. She's good. 4-up invul. She's good. 4-up invul. No, she fails. Hold on a second. All right, it was D3 wounds, so let's see. No, 2 wounds, so that is 1 dead Gemini. And then onto Celestine here, so 4-up invul save. No, she fails that. So D3 wounds, 1 wound, okay. Yep. All right, so the Canoness is going to, he spent his 2 command points here to make the Canoness go, so she's going to step in and she's going to attack into Belial over there. So here you go. So these are hitting on 4s, is -1 for the Eviscerator, -1 from his Parent Blade, which is pretty brutal there. So that's 4 hits, strength 6, so wounding on 3s. All right, so we got 3 wounds. -4, so he's got a 4-up invul save. So let's see, looking for 4-ups. I am going to spend a command point on one of these. All right, so 1 goes through. What's the damage on the Eviscerator?
D3.
D3 on the Eviscerator.
Come on, big numbers.
2 wounds. All right. And now Belial is going to attack into the Canoness. So we got 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right, so we got 4 hits, wounding on 2s. All right, so that is 4 wounds. AP minus 3. So what she got?
4 plus.
4 plus invul.
I'll do it here.
Failed 2 of them, and they does 2 wounds each. So 4 wounds. I think is she still there?
She's got 5 wounds.
She's got 5 wounds, so she's still alive. All right, so over here we've got 1 knight is going to go into the Canoness. 1 knight's going to go into the Ministorum Priest. the Knight Master and the other Knight are going to go into the Sisters of Battle, and then one Knight's going to go into this squad over here. So we're going to start with the Knight Master. So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Belial. All right, so that's 3 hits. It becomes Strength +2. So looking at Strength 6, so wounding on 2s. All right, so that is 2 wounds. AP is -3. So onto the Sisters of Battle. 6 up. Yeah, so 6 up. Invul saves. Failed both of them. So actually, he does 2 damage each. And his wounds, it says on the Flail of the Unforgiven that wounds carry over. They're not lost. So that means that 4 of them actually end up dying. All right, this guy's going to attack into this squad over there. So I got 2 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, basically, it's strength ×2, AP -2, so not AP -3. So, but not -1 to the hit. That's what the flail, the mace does. So, his wounds, he's now going to be doing, he's strength ×2, so wounding on 2s. All right, that's 2 wounds with fill faces, AP -2, so we got 2 5-ups. Makes one of them, so only one of them is dead with 3 damage, but she just gets squished. So now the one's going to go into the Sister Battle Squad there. So 2 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds, AP -2, so 2 5-ups. No, she is dead. Now the one's going to go into the Ministorum Priest. 2 attacks hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Belial. All right, wounding on 2s. 1 wound.
4 up.
4 up. No, failed. 3 wounds. I think he's. And then the last one's going to go into the Canoness over there. 2 attacks hitting on 3s.
No, he's got 1 left.
All right, so that's 2 hits. Oh, the Ministorum Priest is still alive. He's got 1 wound left. And then wounding on 2s onto the Canoness. So that is 1 wound. AP -2. So 4 up. Oh, and she is good. And now this squad's going to go into this. So we're going to go with the Sergeant first. 3 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, so that is 3 hits. Toughness 8, so wounding on 6s. We got 1 wound.
Oh, -3.
-3, AP -3, so looking for a 6 up. No, that goes through. And now the Power Fists are going to attack in. So we got 6 attacks hitting on 4s. Alrighty. Strength 8, so wounding on 4s. We got 3 wounds. AP -3, so 3 6-ups. No, will they all go through? D3 wounds each. We've got, this one's cocked. Oh, wow, so 6, 7, 8 wounds. That's mighty brutal. And now that's it for the charges. So now on to this one. This sergeant's going to attack into Celestine. So 3 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, got 2 hits. Strength 4, wounded on 3s. That's 1 wound. AP -3. 4 up in Vol. She's good. And then he's going to go into the immolator there. 2 attacks hitting on 4s. All right, 2 hits. Strength 8, wounded on 3s. Got 1 wound. AP -3, 6 up. No, it goes through. D3 damage. 2 damage. So now Celestine is going to go, and she is going to go into which unit do you want to go?
That unit.
Into the unit with the 2 left. So she's got 7 attacks here, hitting on 2s. So we've got, all right, so 6 hits. Strength 7, so wounding on 3s.
Just throw that dice down.
Yeah, throw it down. Wound on 3s. All right, so we've got 3 wounds. AP -4, so we got -3, so still looking at a 5-up invul save. Nope, failed all 3 of them, so that is going to wipe that squad because it's 2 each. And now this squad's going to attack into here, so we're going to go with the sergeant first. 3 attacks from the sergeant into them, hitting on 3s. All right, 3 hits. Strength 4, wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. 2 AP -3, so 2 6-up invul saves. Rerollable, made 1. Oh, failed that one. And now the Power Fists are going to go in there, so 4 attacks hitting on 4s. Okay, 1 hit. Wounded on 2. That's a wound. AP -3. 6 up. Hey, and they're good. And now she's going to attack into here. That's a hit. That is a wound.
Take a wound. Take a wound.
That is a save. They're going to attack into here, so we're going to with the power sword first, hitting on not 1s and 2s. And now we got 3 more attacks coming in here. Hitting on 3s, so that's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Oh no, wounding on 5s. No wounds there. Now the rhino is going to attack into here.
Oh wait.
That is.
It's not wounded.
Oh yeah, it's not wounded, so you get them all. Nope, no hits. Now this exorcist is going to attack with 1 attack, hitting on a 6. No.
4 attacks.
And now the Ministorum priest is going to attack in here. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Onto Belial. All right.
4 attacks.
Hitting on 3s or 4s? Oh, hitting on 4s, so nothing there.
Morality.
So that's it for the hitting phase, the fighting phase. So now we're gonna go into morale test. They have to take a morale test. So 4 plus 5 is 9. So she is gone. And then they have to take a morale test. They lost, what is it? 3. So 2, they're good to go. All right, so that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 2. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Sisters of Battle on turn 2. All right, so at the beginning of the turn, they're going to Act of Faith. The Canoness is going to attack. Is rolled and got a 2+, so she is going to attack into Belial here. So she's got 4 attacks, hitting on
5 attacks because of him.
5 attacks because of him. So she's going to be hitting on 4s because she's usually hitting on 2s. -1 for the Eviscerator and -1 because of Belial. So looking for 4s. All right, so that's 3 hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Oh, 3 wounds. 3 for Binvol saves. I'm gonna spend a command point on this one. Yeah, woo! And then Celestine's gonna use her Act of Faith to attack in here. So Celestine and her squad are gonna attack. So Celestine's attacks hitting on 2s. So we got 1 miss. Strength 7 wounding on 3s. All right, so we got 3 wounds. 3 5-up invul saves. Make 1 of them, so 2 of them are dead because it's 2 wounds each. And now the Gemini Superior hitting on 3s, so that's all hits. Strength 3, so wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds. -3, so looking for 5-up invul saves. Make them both! Woo! 4+ for an Act of Faith because of the Imagifier, so that it goes off. After movement phase for this Sisters of Battle here, he shot up over here, advanced over here. He stood where he was. She's locked in combat there. The Hospitalier came over here and failed to wound the Canoness. Healed the Canoness. He moved over this way. Did she move? No, she stood still. They not advanced. Did they advance? They walked up here because they used the Act of Faith to move up and then moved up again. Then this backed away. This one shot over this way, and over here they fell back over this way, and he fell back over that way. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, the Exorcist here is going to fire into them. So D6 shots. 4 shots, hitting on 4s because they moved. All right, so that is 2 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 2s. All right, 2 wounds. AP -4, so 5-up invul saves. Failed both of them. D3, one at a time, because we have the first one is 2, so that's dead, and then the next one is 1. Stormbolter from here is going to fire into them, hitting on 3s. All right, that one's cocked right there. All right, so that's 2 hits. Strength 4, so looking for 4s. No wounds. She is going to shoot into him, so 2 shots, hitting on 3s because it didn't move. That's 2 hits. Strength 8, wounding on 4s. Do it again. We got 1 wound. AP -4, so Phil looking for a Phil first. 6-up save. No, it goes through. D6 wounds. 2d6 and take the highest. 6 wounds. Killer.
They can't charge.
Seraphim now are going to fire into them. So what do we have? We just got the bolters left. I don't see.
And a plasma pistol.
And a plasma pistol. So what are we going to do first? Overcharging the plasma pistol. Here we go. Hitting on a 3. Oh, that's a hit. Strength 8, wounded on a 2. That's a wound. AP -3, looking for a 5-up invul save. He's good with the filters. Woo! And here come the Volt Pistol shots, hitting on 3s. All right, so 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. All right, got 1 wound. 2-up save. Whoa, I threw that one away. He's good with a fill face. All right, this squad is going to fire the 2 Meltas into my Land Raider. I'm going to fire everything else into these guys. So we're going to start with the 2 Meltas into him, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Strength 8, wounding on 4s.
Come on.
We got 2 wounds. -4. So we got minus, looking for 6 ups. Show me them 2 fill faces. We got 1 fill face, so 1 goes through. D6. 2 wounds, so he's still alive. And now the Heavy Flamer is going to fire into them. D6 hits. That's 3 hits. Strength 5, so wounded on 3s. We got 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. Fail 1. And now we have 12 bolter shots coming into here, hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. Pretty good.
They're managing.
There we go. And wounding on 4s.
Do better. Good job, guys. Do it again.
So we got 5 wounds. So 5 2-up saves. And I'll make them all. Woo! And now the twin melta gun from here is going to fire into this guy over here. So we got 2 shots. He did not move, so these are going to be hitting on 4-ups. Oh, because he's damage down, so it's going to be 4-up hits. 1 hit. Strength 8, wounding on a 4.
4, come on.
No wound. All right, now the Gemini here is going to fire her pistol, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. No wound. Cannon is going to fire into Belial there, hitting on 2, so 3 because no, it's in the fight phase. U -1, so that's a hit. Strength 4, wounding on a 4. No wound. And now the Ministorm Priest is going to fire into Belial there, hitting on a. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. No wound. That's it for shooting. So on to the assault phase. He is going to charge into the Land Raider. So Land Raider is going to overwatch. But first, we're going to go with the twin assault cannon. So hitting on 6s. All right, we got. Wow, we actually got quite a lot. Wow. Holy cow! That's man, that would have. Yeah, that's wow. That's average for 4-ups. Holy cow!
Strength 4.
All right, so strength 6, toughness 8 or 7, toughness 7. So still wounding on 5s. So that is 2 wounds. So -4, 2 4-ups makes 1. And now the Hurricane Bolters are going to fire in there. So they're rapid firing into him. Here we go, hitting on 6s. All right.
Oh my God.
Wow, we did really well on that one too. We'll come back to you with that. All right, we got 6 hits. So looking for 5s to wound. Oh no, a strength 4, toughness 7. So looking for 5s to wound. All right, so we've got 4 wounds, 4 3-ups. If he fails 3 of these, he dies. No, he makes all of them. Beautiful. He rolled his charge distance and rolled a 2. So yeah, that's not enough to get in. These girls here are going to charge into my Terminator. So Overwatch, we're going to go with the plasma cannon first. D3 shots. Wow, 3 shots. Hitting on 6s. Show me them fill faces again. Nope, no fill faces there. So now we've got the Storm Bolters coming in here. Hitting on 6s. Okay, so I got 1 hit. Wounding on 3. That's a wound. 3-up save. Good. And your charge distance. Wow, 2 inches again. No, that's so many ones. That is not getting in. And now his Rhino's going to charge into my Terminators. So Overwatch with the assault cannon. Hitting on 6s. Wow, 50% on that one. That is ridiculous. So wounding on 5s. Okay, we got 1 wound. No, so he takes a wound. And now the assault, the Storm Bolters are going to attack in, hitting on 6s. All right, we got 3 from that one as well. Wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound, 3-up save. It's good. And the charge distance, 8 inches. That should be enough. Yeah, he's in. All right, so charge gets to go first, so he's gonna go in there. No hits. All right, now he's gonna have the Canoness attack into Belial over there. So she's got 5 attacks, right?
Thanks to the priest.
Thanks to the priest, and these are going to be hitting on 4s because of Belial's thing. Oh wow! Okay, so that's all hits. Strength 6, wounding on 3s. Okay, 2 wounds, 2 4-up saves because he's got the invo. Come on, baby, do me 4-ups. Make them both! Woo! All right, now these guys are going to activate into Celestine there. So we're going to go with my sergeant first. So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, so that's 3 hits. Strength 4, wounding on 3s. Got 1 wound, AP -3. So 4-up invul onto her. And she's good. Now the Power Fist is going to go in there. So 2 attacks, hitting on 3s, 4s because of it being Power Fist. Wounding on 2s. That's a wound. AP -3 under her. She's good. And now the Chain Fist, hitting on 4s. All right, 1 hit. Wounding on 2s. That's a wound. Oh, that's cocked. That's a wound. -4, but 4-up invul, and she's good. Oh, that was brutal. Brutal. All right, now Celestine's squad's gonna attack. So we've got Celestine 7 attacks, hitting on 2s. That's all hits. Strength 7, wounding on 3s. All right, so that is 5 wounds. 5-up invul saves. And I make not a single one, so that squad is wiped. Now Belial's gonna activate into the Canoness. So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. Re-rolling because of himself.
Well played.
Thank God for him. 4 hits, wounding on 2s. Okay, so 2 wounds.
4-ups.
2 4-ups, and she makes both of them. What? Who? What? And the Minister of Priest into Belial.
Yes.
3 plus 1 because of him.
And then I completely forgot about the chainsword.
Oh, and he's got a chain sword, so he gets +1 attack. So 5 attacks, hitting on 4s. They got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. Oh, wounding on a 5, but that's a 6, so that's a wound. 2-up save. He's good. All right, so we've got 2 that are going to go into the Ministorm Priest, 3 that are going to go into the Canoness. We're going to start with the Nightmaster, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. That one's cocked. All right, 3 wounds. AP minus 3, so 4-up invul saves. No, and she is dead. And then the 2 into the Ministorm Priest over there, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Belial. Okay, so that's 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds. AP minus 2.
Better to use his 4 anyway.
4-up invul. Oh, he failed 1, which is 3 wounds, so he is dead.
He's going on that guy.
All right, so she is going into them. Hits on a 4, wounds on a 5. That's no wound. All right, now they're going to attack into him. So we're going to go with the Sergeant first. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, so that's 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. No wounds there. Then we're going to go with the 2 from the Power Fist. So 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. Strength 8, wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP -3.
Go for the
6 up. No, goes through. D3 damage. 1 damage. And then the Chain Fist, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on 3. That's a wound. AP -4, so no save, right? They don't have an invul? Yeah, they don't have an invul, so that goes through. Oh, they've all got an invul, so 6-up invul save. No, that goes through, so that's just another 2 damage. And he consolidated Celestine into my Land Raider, who is now going to attack with 6 attacks, so hitting on 6s. No attacks there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the Sisters of Battle turn here at the bottom of turn 2. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 3. Movement phase for the Dark Angel in turn 3. He stood still in combat there. They fell back from her over this way. Belial was not in combat. He just moved over there. He moved up a bit over here. They turned back over towards here, and they are locked in combat. So that is it for the movement phase for the Dark Angels. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. We're going to start the shooting phase with Belial shooting into the Hospitalier. 4 shots, hitting on 2s. All right, re-rolling because of him. That's 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. All right, so that is 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. Yep, 2 3-ups. Fails one of them. All right, my line raider here is going to shoot his firestorm cannons into his immolator there, and then the assault cannons into his sisters over there. So we're going to do the firestorm cannons first. 2d6 between the 2 of them. So that is 6 hits. I am going to spend a command point. Yeah, that was a good one. All right, that's 11 hits. Strength 6, toughness 7. Looking for 5s to wound. Alrighty. Whoa, that was 2 of them were there. That is wow. So that's 2, 4, 6. Let me just make sure I did not go over. All right, so 6 hits. Looking for 5 ups. So he makes 3. So he takes 6 wounds. All right, now the assault cannon is going to fire into them. So we've got 12 shots here. Hitting on 5s now because I'm down to 1 wound. Okay, that's more like it. So we've got 5 hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 2s. Okay, so we got 3 wounds. AP -1. So 3 4-ups.
Let's get these out of the way.
Get them out of the way. 3 4-ups. Failed 2 of them. All right, in this squad, 1 is going to fire into those sisters, and the others are going to fire into them. So we're going to go with the 1 into the back sister squad. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s. All righty. Wounding on 3s. Okay, we got 1 wound. 1 4 3 up. No, she failed. Now the other 2 are going to fire into here. We're going to go with the plasma cannon first. 1 looking for D3 shots. All right, 1 shot hitting on a 4 because they moved. Okay, and now the storm bolter is going to fire into there, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound, 3 up. She's good. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. On to the assault phase. He is going to charge into both of those 2 squads. So here come the multi-melter shots from here. Looking on 6s. No hits. So now we've got 2 melter shots from the sister squad still, right? 2 shots. No, nothing there. The heavy flamer gets to attack. 1 hit. Strength 5, looking for a 5. That's a wound. 3 up save because it's AP -1. Oh! I'm going to spend a command point. My last command point. 3 up. Yeah! Woo! And now here come the bolter shots into here. Oh man, I'm sweating over here. So here go 6 shots, hitting on 6s. We got 2 hits. Strength 4, wounded on 6s. No, nothing there. His charge distance is getting him in. All right. And now these guys are going to charge in over here. Plasma pistol on a 6. No, and then we've got the other bolter shots. So we've got 6 shots coming in here. Yep. On 6s. No. Oh, 1 hit. Wound on 4. Wound. That's a wound. 2 up save. Oh, he's good. And their charge distance is totally in. All right, so he's got frag assault launchers, so he finished within 1 inch of the 2 squads. So we're going to go into this squad, into the immolator there. D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. He's down to 1. And then into the sister squad. 1 mortal wound, so 1 of them is dead. All right, so on the charge, he's going to attack into the immolator with his 1 attack, hitting on a 6. No hits there. Over here, we're going to go with the sergeant first. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All righty. 1 hit, wounding on a 3. That's a wound, AP -3, so 6 up. Rerollable because of them being them. And they're good. And now come the power fist shots, hitting on 4s. Okay, so 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. 2, 4, 6 ups. Re-rolling. No, they go through, so 2 of them will be dead. Now I'm going to activate my Land Raider into Celestine. 6 attacks, hitting on 6s. We got 2 hits. Strength 6, wounded on 2s. That is 2 wounds. 2 up saves. Oh, failed 1.
Why not?
And now Celestine's squad is going to activate over here. So, here come her attacks. 7 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right. Strength 7, so wounding on 5s.
5s, come on.
We got, wow, 4 wounds. 4. AP minus 4, so looking, oh, AP minus 3?
Yep, she's minus 3.
Okay, AP minus 3 on her sword, so looking for 5 ups. That one's cocked. And so is that one. All right, so makes 1 save, so that's 6 wounds. And now the Gemini Superior there, hitting on 3s, so that's 1 hit. Looking for a 6 to wound. That's a wound. Minus 3, so looking for a 5 up save. No, so he takes another wound. And now they're going to activate, so we're going to go with the Sergeant first. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on strength 4, so wounding on 5s. That one is cocked. That's 1 wound. AP minus 3, so looking for not a 5. They're looking for a 6, so that takes a wound. Now the Power Fist hitting on 4s. That's 1 hit. Wounding on a strength 8, so wounding on a 3. No wound. And now the Chain Fist hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 6 up save. No, goes through. So 2 wounds onto him. And now the sisters, the Seraphim over here get to attack. So the sword first, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Strength 4, wounding on, or strength 3, so wounding on 5s. No wounds there. And then we've got 1 attack from the other Seraphim. No hit there. And I think that is it for the fight phase. We'll come back to you with the morale phase. All right, these, I think they lost 4, didn't they? Because they lost 1 more to the mortal wounds, right?
Yep.
4. So these girls over here lost 4. So 4 plus 6 is 10, and they're at 8, so they lose 2. Brutal. And that is it for the morale phase, and it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 3. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Sisters of Battle on turn 3. So in the beginning of the phase here, she is going to use her Act of Faith to attack into my Land Raider here. So she got 7 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, hitting on 2s, I'm sorry. Oh, missing 3 of them. And then wounding on strength 7, so wounding on 5s. No wounds there. And now her Gemini Superior hitting on 3s, so that's 3 hits. Wounding on 6s. That's 1 wound. AP minus 3, so looking for a 5 up. He's good with the fill phase. Woo! Movement phase for the Sisters of Battle. These guys disembarked from this rhino over here. This rhino then shot over this direction. He stood still. They are locked in combat. They moved up over. They actually spent their Act of Faith, moved over, and then moved up this way over here. He fell back from combat with my Land Raider. He moved up here. They fell back this way. He stood still, and he fell back from combat so that he can probably shoot and sit still. So that's it for movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting off with the Immolator there into this, or no, Exorcist, sorry. So 2 shots, hitting on 5s because he's injured. 2 hits, beautiful. Strength 8, wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. AP minus 4, so 2. 5 up invul saves. Made 1. D3 wounds. That is a dead Terminator. The Exorcist is going to fire into my Deathwing Knights. So, number of shots, 1 shot. Hitting on a 3, right? Because it didn't move. So that's a hit. Wounding on a, not a 1. All right, so this squad, the Heavy Flamer is going to fire into them. The 2 Melta are going to fire into him. So we're going to go first.
Meltas.
The 2 Meltas hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Oh, we got 1 wound. AP minus, that's 1 wound, so it's AP minus 4, so looking for a 6 up. Show me that fill first. No, so it goes through. It doesn't make a difference, so he's going to be dead. So let's see. Does he blow up? Looking for a fill face to blow up. I actually don't really want him to blow up, but let's find out. No, he doesn't on a 5. He's good. Oh, now the Heavy Flamer is going to go into there, so we got 4 hits. So strength 5, looking for 3s, so that's 3 wounds.
Minus 1.
Minus 1, so we got 3 up saves. And failed one. Bolter from the image of fire is going in there. On 3s. That's 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. No wound. Rhino's going to fire into here. So we got Storm Bolter. So that is, that one's cocked, yep. So we've got 3 hits. Strength 4, so looking for force to wound. We got 2 wounds. 2 ups. Oh, one failed. So this squad's going to fire into them. We're going to overcharge the plasma, hitting on a 3. No, that's a miss, but it's not a 1, so that's pretty important.
Yep.
And now the 2 bolt pistols, 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That is a wound. 2 up save. He's good. All right, that's it for shooting. His Rhino is now going to charge into my Terminators here. So, no, I'm not going to overcharge. But here comes the plasma D3. So that's 2. Looking for 6s. Oh, see, that's why I didn't overcharge it. And then we've got the Storm Bolter firing in. Hitting on 6s. We got 1 hit on a 5. No wound there. So your charge distance, sir, is in. All right, that's it for the charges. So he's going to go first here. So he's down to how many wounds? 9 wounds. So he's still got the 3 attacks. Hitting on 6s. Got 1 hit. Strength 5. So wounding on a 3. So that's a wound. 2 up save. No, I failed 1. Womp womp. And now Celestine and her girls are going to attack in over here. So Celestine first, hitting on 2s. Oh, those are all hits. Wounding on 5s. So we've got 3 wounds. So 3. AP minus 4, so 3 minus 3. Oh, that's right. So 3 5 ups. Make 1, so 2 go through, and that's 2 wounds each, right? So he's down to 2. And here come the power sword attacks from the Gemini, hitting on 3s. So that is 4 hits. Wounding on 6s. We got 1 wound, minus 3, so 5 up. No, so down to 1. He's going to activate into them, hitting on a 6. No, nothing there. And now these guys are going to go into the Rhino there. So we're going to go with the Sergeant there. So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Wounding on a 5. No wound there. And then the Power Fist, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That is not a wound. And that is the end of the Sisters of Battle turn here on turn 3. We will come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. Movement phase for the Dark Angels, they stood still in combat. These guys moved around the corner there, looking over here, and he stood in combat, and these guys moved within 1 inch of the Exorcist over there. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Belial is now going to fire into the Sisters over here. 4 shots, hitting on 2s. All right, that's 4 hits, wounding on 3s. All right, so that is 3 wounds, 3 ups. And make them all. Now the assault cannon is going to fire into there. 6 shots, hitting on 4s, because he moved. All righty, wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound. 4 up. No, takes a wound. And now comes the Storm Bolter, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 5s. 2 wounds. If he fails both of these, he's dead. Oh, but he fails 1. All right, on to assaults. They're going to assault into there. All right, 4 shots, hitting on 6s.
Come on, 6s.
We got no 6s, and they are totally in.
Okay.
And that is it for the charges. So we are going to move into the fight phase. We'll start with the 1 charge over there. So the Sergeant is going to go attack in, hitting on 3s. All right, 3 hits, wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds.
6s?
2 3 ups. No, 3. Oh yeah, 6s. Oh, he's dead. Does he explode? Please don't do that. Oh no! We'll come back to you with that. D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. Okay. Now we're gonna go with the Land Raider into them. So hitting on a 6. No hit.
Still got 9.
And now the Rhino's gonna attack into here on 6s. No, nothing there. And now these guys are gonna attack into the Rhino. So we've got 3 from the Sergeant. That's 2 hits, wounding on 5s. No, nothing there. And then we got 2 for the Power Fist, hitting on 4s. Okay. And now Celestine and her ladies are going to attack in here. Here comes Celestine, hitting on 2s. All right, 6 hits. Wounding on 5s.
God.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Got 2 wounds. 2 5-up saves. Can you make it? Hold her in there. Oh, I make 1, which means he's going to be dead. All right, so here it goes. Can I roll another fill face? Show me that fill face. Show me that fill face. Oh, it was the opposite of a fill face. I wanted to explode and just totally take her out. Oh, that sucks. All right, so that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Sisters of Battle on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Sisters of Battle. They actually did a act of faith and brought back one of their models, and they are right there. He moved back over to here. He stood still, right?
Yep.
He stood still. He stood still. He stood still.
He actually moved.
Oh, he actually moved. I'm sorry. He moved around there. These guys moved up over this way. She's moved up over this way and healed herself with act of faith. And then these guys are moving up over this way, and he moved over this way. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, the Sisters of Battle, they are going to fire into them. So we've got the Heavy Flamer first. That's 3 hits. Strength 5 looking for 3s. That is 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. They are good. 2 Melta hitting on 3s. That's 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. No. Twin Melta into them because he's hurt. He's on 5s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. That is a wound. 3-up invul save. He's good. Twin Melta from here into them on 5s. 2 hits. Nice. Wounding on 2s. I got 2 wounds. 2 3-up invul saves because of storm shields. Failed 1. AP. Oh, it doesn't make a difference because yeah, he would have been dead. Saint Celestine's gonna fire into them with 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 3-up saves. Oh, failed 1. And now the bolt pistol is coming in, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 2 wounds. 2 2-up saves. Oh, failed 1. Now these girls are gonna fire into them. So here comes which one's first?
Flamer.
The 2 flame, the flame hand flamers. Sorry. So that's 7 hits. Oh no, D3. So that's 4 hits. Yep. So, all right, strength 3. So wounding on 5s. It's all right, no worries. On 5s, 1 wound, 2-up save. He's good. Now the plasma's shooting in, not overcharging. That's a hit. Wounding on 3. That's a wound. -3, so 5-up invul save. No, failed that. And now the 2 bolt pistols. That's 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. That is a wound. And that is a save. Stormbolter from here into them. Hitting on 5s. Got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound.
Come on.
2-up save. He's good. Exorcist is going to fire into my Deathwing Knights. So D6 shots, 5 shots. Hitting on full, so hitting on 3s. All right, so we've got 3 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 2s. We got 3 wounds. How many? Yeah, I guess they're all, doesn't make a difference. 4. Yeah, so it's 3 wounds. So -4, so we got 3-up invul saves. And I make them all! Woo! And the Stormbolter from it. 2 shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound, 2-up. He's good. All right, so they're gonna charge into them. Oh, the attack phase. Now I see your plan. They are totally in. All right, and now she's gonna charge in, needs 7 inches. Gets it. Now, Celestine and her girls are gonna charge into them and Belial. So Belial's gonna fire Overwatch, hitting on 6s. All right, re-rolling because of him. All right, got 1 hit, wounding on a 3. That is a wound, 2-up. They're good, and their charge distance. 11 inches, they are in. And now they're gonna charge into here, so D3 for the plasma. Looking for 1, looking for 6. That's cocked. No. So their charge distance is totally in. And he's gonna charge into there, so here comes the assault cannon hitting on 6s. We got 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. AP -1, so 4 up. No, takes a wound. And now the Stormbolter. Nothing there, so charge distance. 5 inches should be enough, right? Yeah, they're in. All right, into the fight phase. You can start out with Celestine into Belial, and then everyone else, the other 2 girls are going to go into the squad there. So into Belial. So we've got 7 attacks, hitting on 3s because -1 because of Belial. All righty. And now these are strength 7, so wounding on 3s. All right. Oof, goosh. So that's 2, 4, 6 wounds. These are going to be, it's AP -3, so these become 4 up invul saves. Oh, man. Yep, I failed 4, so he is dead. And that is... Oh, no! I've got... Let me see. So I failed 4. No, I failed 4, so that's 8 wounds. So he's got a leadership trait. I forgot about his warlord trait, which is on 6s. He gets to ignore wounds. So, 8 wounds. He's got 4 left. If I could somehow get 5 fill faces on this, Belial is still alive. Come on, Belial. You know you want to. Show them fill faces. 5 fill faces. 5 fill faces! No, I got 2. So he is dead. And that is Slay the Warlord. Bwomp, bwomp. And then her girls are going to go into them. Hitting on 3s. Woo, pretty good.
Wounding on 5.
Wounding on strength, strength 3, so wounding on 5s. So we got 4 wounds.
-3.
4 3-up invul saves. And I fail 1 of them. These Sisters of Battle are going to go into the Knightmaster there.
She's using her Power Maul.
Power Maul here.
Hitting on 4.
Hitting on 4s. We got 2 hits.
Wounding on 3.
Strength plus what? Yeah, plus strength plus 2, so wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound. AP -1, so 3-up save. No, failed that one. And then the other 2 girls are going to attack. That's 2 hits. 1 wound. 2-up save. That's good. And the Hospitaller is going to go in. No hits there. These girls are going to go over here. We're going to go with the Power Sword first. Hitting on 3s. That's 1 hit. Wounding on 5s. That's a wound. 5-up invul save. No, failed that. And then the 2 other attacks. 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound.
He's going
to spend a command point on 1. Oh, 2 wounds. 2-up saves. Oh, he's dead. And he's going to attack there with his 1 attack. On a 6. Oh, no, it hits. Wounded on a 3. No, okay. All right, over here. Now it's on to me. So over here, the 1's going to go onto there and the other is going to go onto there. So we're going to go with the 1 onto Celestine there. 2 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, 1 hit. Strength ×2, so wounding on 2s. And then the Knightmaster into the battle sisters, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. 6-up invul saves. Makes 1 of them. And then this squad over here, we're gonna go with the sergeant first. All right, so that's 2 hits. That is no wounds. And then the Power Fist, that's 2 hits. That is 1 wound.
6.
That's a 6, and he's good. Oh, that's brutal. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the Sisters of Battle turn here on turn 4. And that is the end of the game, because I have 2 models over here, 2 models over there, and he's got a bajillion models. So, yeah, so that is a Sisters of Battle victory here. That was such a brutal, brutal game. The 2 of us were just going back and forth and just having awful rolls. But both of us just like smacking into each other. The Sisters of Battle are pretty brutal this edition. They've got some really strong strong DACA that they can throw there, and the fact that they can use all those acts of faith, they can get in your face with that Melta real quick, and rolling those 2d6s to try to do wounds really made a big difference. Really early on, he was able to get them right up in my face and really just just beat me into oblivion. So all the 2-up saves in the world can't save you from all of those saves. So yeah, we had some bad rolls, but this was a brutally awesome game. I had a ton of fun. So and it was both of us had awful rolls, so it wasn't like it was just one-sided. It was awful rolls for everybody. So one's for everybody. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I certainly did. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Ray, and until next time, have fun.